Today we're returning to the world of GroCraft. I apologize once again for such a long delay between videos. I was just seriously trying to think about what I want to do with this world, but after some time away, I finally have everything figured out. So this originally was supposed to be the bedroom. That is no longer going to be the case. This instead is going to be the smelting room. So I'm thinking we have the smelting room over here, the kitchen over here, and then this originally was going to be like the pet room. That is not going to be the case anymore. This is going to be an armory. So then before we go out on adventures, we can just run in here real quick, grab up our tools, grab up our armor, whatever we need, and then we go out on our adventure. And then over here, this is not going to be a lounge. This is instead going to be a library, which, is going to be like an enchanting room. Obviously, we still gotta dig out the wall and make that like an actual room. But then you may be wondering, well, if this is going to be the smelting room, where is going to be the bedroom? And the simple answer is, I'm not going to have a bedroom. Instead, we are going to be making the GROCAVE. So first things first, let's go ahead and just get, the rest of this outline, get everything else together. So how do I want to do this? I'm thinking because I kind of want to do a similar staircase to what we did here. So I'm thinking we'll just kind of maybe just take it down 1-2 blocks maybe. We have a bunch of cobblestone slabs left over from the last time we did it, so thankfully we won't have to craft any more. But I'm thinking, well, maybe we'll do it just like this, right? We'll just have it go down one, because I want to have a lot of room in the GROCAVE, and obviously the longer that I make the staircase, the less room that we're gonna have in there, because even though I'm building it down over here, I'm also gonna have to do it from the other side. So every block that I push it down, I'm gonna have to add another block mentally to that's another block less that I'll have to work with. Do I want to have the room okay, so there's a lot that's going into this, right? I guess I could just have the room start on this level here. Do I have no? Of course I don't have any birch on me. Every time I need a block, I never have it. I always have to run all the way back to the chest. So we're gonna start it just like that. We're gonna try it with just one stair leading down to it, because I do want there to at least be some separation between the different rooms leading into the GROCAVE. So we'll do it like that for now. We'll go to the other side, and then we'll see how much room we have to work with. And if we have more than enough room to work with, then I do kind of want to push it down at least maybe 1 or 2 more stairs, just so it actually feels like you're going down to the cave. And then if I'm doing this correctly, and as long as everything is lining up, then I should be able to just dig this way, and then we'll see how many blocks we have to work with. The GROCAVE is going to be massive. It's going to be my bedroom, my gaming room, my everything you could think of that a man cave or a GROCAVE should have, is going to be there. Okay, so it does line up perfectly. Now let's count how many blocks we have to work with. Okay, it's a little, it was kind of hard to see down here, but it's looking like we'll have at least 14 to work with. I think that would be okay. I kind of want to keep pushing it down, but I feel like if I push it down again, then I don't know. Because if I push it down again, then that's not going to work because it's a slab. So then I need to push it down one more. I think if I put down a slab there, would I be able to make it? Oh wait, no, that would work. I'd be able to just make it into no, I would have to push it down again. If I push it down twice on each side, that means that we're only going to be left with about 10 blocks to work with. Would 10 blocks really be wide enough to make the ultimate No, definitely not. So the 14 that I got was just by counting from the birch to there, but okay, so then I guess the real wall for the room would start right there, which means in reality I actually have 16 blocks to work with, which means, I feel like 12 blocks would be long enough for the GROCAVE, right? No, the GROCAVE needs to be the ultimate thing. This is going to be the lounge, the pet room, there's going to be pool tables. Yeah, no, this needs to be massive. What size do I go for? Do I go 16 by 10, 16 by 12? I feel like 16 by 16, a big block would just, it wouldn't work aesthetically. So maybe 16 by 10, 16 by 12, 16 by 8. Yeah, I don't know. With that, I don't know if that's necessarily big enough. That doesn't necessarily scream GROCAVE to me if you can get to the end that fast. And here, let's try maybe 16 by 10. Does that seem a little more reasonable? I don't know. When you step into there, would that really still give you the same wow factor if it was just a 16 by 10? Whoa, look at all the cool stuff down here, and then you can run to the other side of the room that fast. No, I think 16 by 12 would be better, because if you do a giant square, a 16 by 16, that just feels uninspired. If it's too small, then it just feels weird, because it's really wide, but then there's not enough room for, everything to breathe inside of it. But 16 by 12, I feel like it's a nice middle ground there, because it's still that nice rectangular shape. There's still, the 3-to-4 ratio on the rectangle. It's still big enough without feeling absolutely ridiculous, and we'd be able to fit a lot of room in here. There wouldn't be any regrets of not having enough space later on. So I think I'm happy with that, a 16 by 12. Then I guess relative to the staircase, I'll have the wall start right here, maybe. Does that seem right? Should I have the wall start? No, definitely not. Yeah, I'll have the wall start here. This is most definitely just an early stage type of thing, right? We're not putting any finishing touches on the GROCAVE today. there's a lot that I still need to plan out for this room. More or less, I just kind of wanted to finally get like the final outline for the house and just kind of figure out like what I really want to do with this place, just because it's been so up in the air. So I needed to get it finalized. Should also probably fix this up finally. So does that, I kind of don't like how I hit my head on that every time I go down, but at the same time, I feel like, I don't know, I guess that worked. Because if I try to raise this one up specifically, then it might kind of look weird and not go, I guess we'll just leave it as it is. Which means I finally need to make, yeah, you know, I guess we'll finally fix this one up and make it all kind of line up. So between here and the ceiling, there needs to be a 2.5 block space, which means that needs to go there, and then the rest of this just kind of needs to get filled in, sort of. There we go, look at that, yeah, that I feel like, yeah, I feel like that looks okay. Maybe you guys should let me know. Should I raise the roof back up on the staircase, like walkway things there? I think that looks okay the way that it is now. I also apologize. I know it's been like an entire week since the last episode, but yes, my allergies are still kind of messing with me, so I'm still a little nasally. It's not as bad as it was before, but you know, I'm still feeling a little out of it. It's nighttime outside, so we're gonna go ahead and sleep. Go ahead and knock out the ceiling. Like I said, like we're what, like 8, 9 episodes deep into this at this point. Like we really need to start making this feel more like a cozy home. Enough with the stone walls and incomplete things. Like, there we go. This, yeah, that feels a lot more complete. As for over here, this is just the smelting room, so this will have blast furnace. Yeah, because there's 2 different kinds of things. The smokers are for like meat and food, and then the blast furnaces are for ores. So I do still have like 23 furnaces, but I'm going to turn those into blast furnaces then. And I also kind of want to automate these. I want to put like hoppers in between them. So like I'll have a chest at the top that obviously has like, you know, coal and food for the kitchen side of things. And then over here in the smelting room, it'll be like coal and ores, which will then obviously feed down into the furnaces, which then feed down into another set of chests, which, you know, that's just where we grab everything. I'm not the most proficient when it comes to automatic things. And obviously with the setup that we have now, I'll have to, you know, kind of figure all of that out. Then I'll have to restructure this at some point. We're so early in the world that I'm not going to worry about all the fancy redstone automation stuff. We'll do everything manually for now. We're just kind of going to do like a copy and paste. So like over here, we're going to convert all of these furnaces into smokers at some point. And then over here, all of these are just going to be blast furnaces. And we're just going to have the exact same layout over here, except instead of furnaces or smokers, it's just going to be like blast furnaces where we have like, you know, them kind of on the outside and the barrels in the middle of them. And then as we go and as we get a bit fancier and start expanding on things, then we'll start automating, which I have a feeling once we start automating, I might need to make the rooms a bit taller and maybe even wider in the process, so we'll get there when we get there. It'll probably end up looking like a whole like automation line. And then as for back here, I guess I'll go ahead and, oh man, I literally cannot see a single thing back here. Craft up a couple of torches so you guys can like actually see things. And as long as my math is correct, I should be able, no, you know what, actually instead of digging out this way, we're gonna go back over to this side and then we'll dig up, what, 12 blocks and then dig, and it should meet in the middle. Now, if my math has been mathing correctly, any moment, yeah, okay, there, yep, there it is. All right, we did it perfectly. So, oh man, this is gonna take me a while to clear out. Do I really want to do this with it? Should I just go grab the diamond pick? No, I shouldn't grab the diamond pickaxe. We can't start wasting diamonds like that. Okay, yeah, we'll clear this out at some point, but man, I don't really think I feel like doing that right now. Actually, you know what, dude, there's no time to procrastinate, right? Like, you know, our time on this earth is finite. If I don't do it today, when am I gonna do it? We'll just, oh, time to get this over with. It'll probably be in my best interest to make 2 pickaxes. And now we get to work. Oh, wait, oh, wow, my pickaxe literally as soon as I got started, okay. Now we get to work. Look at that! I ended up finding iron inside of my own house. See, this is why I like having a house in the caves. You never know what you're gonna find. And just like that, we have dug out the entirety of the grow cave. Again, yeah, I'm pretty happy with the 16 by 12 shape. My inventory is also full, so in order to pick up, like, you know, even the cobblestone down here, I'm gonna have to make a quick trip back to the chest. Are you kidding me, dude? I spent so long mining that an entire Minecraft day passed. Alright, so after I pick up all this cobblestone, just gotta sitting on the floor, let's go ahead and do a little trip of the house. So, man, I am so proud of this. I am so happy right now. Okay, so, first things first, we'll just kind of go outside first. So, you walk into the house, and then here you are. This is the little, like, hub area. Think of this as, like, the Firelink shrine of GroCraft, right? We got the armory over here, which we still gotta make. That's where like all the tools and armor and stuff's gonna be before we leave. The library, which is gonna be an enchanting room, and then down here is gonna be like a storage / mine. It's gonna be a branching path. So if you, we're gonna dig it down a good bit, and if you go straight, it's gonna go straight down into a mine. If you go to the left, it's gonna go to the storage room, and then if you go to the right, there's gonna be like some automated farms that I want to get set up, like I don't know, like tree farm, sugarcane farm, stuff like that. And then, you know, that'll be like its whole interconnected system down there. And then up here, you have the kitchen. Obviously, if you go that way, this leads you into the kitchen. That's where all the food's going to be made. All these furnaces are going to be turned into smokers at some point, since obviously smokers are able to cook food just a little bit faster. And then over here is going to be the smelting room, which is going to have all the blast furnaces for like cooking up ores and stuff like that. We will have to expand both this and the kitchen at some point, both vertically and horizontally, I presume, in order to make, automation a bit more efficient. And then both the kitchen and the smelting room lead down into the GROCAVE. Oh my god! You cannot make this up. Okay, I'm not looking at you. I don't know how you got in here, but anyway. Yeah, both of these connect to the GROCAVE. And, I'm pretty excited to see what this thing looks like. This is not going to lead anywhere else. I don't have any plans to, put any doors in the back to lead to any other. I mean, that could change at some point. I could put maybe some, hidden paintings in the back, or maybe some hidden switches if I want to. Maybe I could, put a button on the wall that opens up this wall. It leads to, my vault where I keep, all of my goodies. Actually, that's a really good idea. Okay, so now I'm thinking we're gonna have a button or a lever somewhere, or a pressure plate where we press it, it's gonna open up a redstone door that leads to my we'll have the storage room, which is one thing, but then we'll have the vault, which has all the gold and diamonds and netherite and all the good stuff, and the ender dragon eggs and cakes all over the place. That's a possible idea. I think we might actually end up doing that, but otherwise I think the GROCAVE, it's a nice interconnecting point to where it's probably best if it doesn't lead to anywhere else, just because it's it interconnects back to here. Surely I could probably put a wall there, but then maybe that might, that might interfere with the storage, or the storage room in the mine staircase, and I don't really want to mess with that. So I think we'll have one thing in the back there, or maybe I could put the vault right there, because there probably would be enough room between the staircase there and there. So maybe I could have it right there, just kind of leading into a mini vault. I don't know. It'll either go there or over there, but that's the GROCAVE. And then again, it's all interconnected, so you kind of just go up this way through the kitchen, which then leads back up into here, and then once again, the maze continues again. Do you want to go down to the storage room in the mine? Do you want to go back around and go to the GROCAVE? Do you want to look at the vault? All in all, we made some decent progress today. I think next time we're gonna focus on, once again, since we made even more rooms, just kind of going out and resource gathering. We're gonna be working next episode mainly on tree farms, resource gathering, both food and wood, and just kind of expanding the farms once again, especially the wood ones, just planting down some more trees and getting ready. And then in the following episode, we'll work on everything inside again, fixing up the walls in here, fixing up just this entire room, and also getting started on building the GROCAVE. With that being said, it is nighttime, so first things first, we're gonna go to sleep. And also in that episode, in the not next episode, but the one after that, after we have all the resources, I think I'll also start working on the library and the armory, and just trying to get those rooms at least made and shaped and sculpted. It'll take me a while to get everything that I need to make the full armory and library, obviously with the bookshelves and stuff like that, but we'll at least get started on it in the following episode. Look at me go, man. I feel so productive. We got a good bit done today, and furthermore, I got a whole roadmap ahead. Got the episodes all planned out. It's always nice to know what you're doing. I don't know, man. I hate that feeling when you get on Minecraft and you're looking around and it almost gets overwhelmed and man, well, what am I gonna do right now? Especially with my ADHD scatterbrain, it's nice to have things nicely laid out. I know what I'm gonna do. It's just, I'm so excited to see where this world goes. But anyway, as always, massive shout out, thank you to all the Patreons and channel members. Thank you to all in the low baller tier, big shout out, thank you to all in the big baller tier. I'm asking and be daddy Manny, the biggest shout out, thank you to all in the G tier. Run Adventure Selling the Cheese Girl. Thank you guys so much. You guys are literal legends. I love you. Thank you guys for watching. Have an amazing day. Stay beautiful. I love you all. Peace.